Hey, what's up guys? Rideshare guy here, and today I've got a video for you on when should Uber drivers sign up for Lyft. So most people get started with Uber, right? They're the dominant rideshare company. They're in more cities. They've got tipping now. And so really they just have more drivers, more passengers. They've got about 80% market share. So most people find themselves signing up with Uber. So if you haven't signed up yet, we actually have a video. You can learn about the differences between Lyft and Uber and sort of pick who you want to start with. But let's say you've already signed up with Uber, since that's how the situation most people are going to be in. So today we're going to talk about, should you even add Lyft, and if so, when should you do it? Now, I actually recommend that everyone eventually sign up for at least both Uber and Lyft, but not immediately, and here's why. So the first reason is a sign-up bonus, right? If you get on board with Uber and you use another driver's referral link, like the one we have down below, you'll be entitled to a sign-up bonus, or if you're in a city with a guarantee, instead of a sign-up bonus, you can do a bunch of short rides, max out the guarantee money, and so that's the first reason. But the second reason is you also just want to get the hang of things, right? You don't want to go and add a bunch of apps first. You want to get the hang of, how does Uber work in general, right? How can you be a good Uber driver? Your first few weeks on the job, right? It really shouldn't be about maximizing your money and trying to do a million things at once. It's really just about getting the hang of things, right? You'll need to maintain a 4.6 star rating, and you want to make sure that you're doing a good job learning navigation, learning the top landmarks, everything that a good new driver should be focusing on, right? Keep things simple, learn the ropes, and I think the best way to do that is just one app, right? After you've done about 100 rides, or let's say you've been driving for 1 to 2 months, that's when I'd recommend adding Lyft, right? And vice versa. So let's say you signed up with Lyft first, I'd wait the same amount of time and then go and add Uber. And the main reason why you're going to want to add another app in the first place is because you want to diversify your income sources, right? 2 is always better than 1 when you're a business owner. And whether you realize it or not, you're now a business owner as an Uber or a Lyft driver. So during slow times, you can actually have 2 apps on to go online. Then you take whichever request comes first. I use the Maestro app to manage this process automatically. So it's a pretty cool app we've reviewed, and it basically logs you on to Uber and Lyft and then logs you off whichever app you don't get a request on. Highly recommend you download the app. If you're doing both Uber and Lyft, it's sort of a no-brainer. You can find a referral code down below. And the other reason, though, that you'll want 2 apps is because of the competition, right? You want these companies competing against each other to get you to drive for them. Especially if you live in a big market, you'll probably get competing guarantee offers every week, right? You'll get emails from Uber, texts from Lyft, whatever it might be. And these companies are competing against each other for you, right? You're the driver that they want. And this may not work in every single city because the competition isn't as fierce in every single city, but I can tell you for a fact that Uber and Lyft know exactly what each other are doing. They know the bonuses, they know the guarantees that each other are offering, and they're always trying to outdo each other, right? They take a lot of this information into account, right? So that's why you may have seen, why do you think Uber sometimes sends you an email or a text and say, hey, if you have any Lyft pay statements or statements from other companies, we'd love to see them and we'll pay you money for them, right? There's a reason for that, and that's how they determine a lot of that. So that competition is another really good reason. Now, I often hear a lot of drivers who say, well, I get most of my rides with Uber in my city, or my city is a big Lyft city, so I don't need the other app. And I actually think that makes sense, but I don't agree with it completely. So I still think that you want both, because what if Uber or Lyft app crashes? That's been known to happen, right? What if one of your documents expires for some reason and now you can't get a hold of Uber's customer support, you can't log on to the Uber app, you have no way to make money, and it's Saturday night at 1 a.m. right before the bar rush hits, right? So at least if you're gonna have it as a backup, that's going to make a lot of sense, right? Because these things do happen. Now, you won't have time to go sign up for Lyft really quickly if your Uber app crashes or you can't get online the Uber platform and wait for them, right? This is really your livelihood, so you need to be prepared. So if you guys haven't signed up for Lyft yet, we'll leave our code. It's Harry757 below in the show notes. Definitely go ahead and check it out. And if you guys are out there, I'd love to hear from you on your Lyft versus Uber. What's it like out there? How long was it before you added both apps? Or are you still doing a single app, Uber or Lyft, and why? I'd love to know if there's any reasons that I haven't thought of, or if there's something that I should consider. So definitely make sure, if you guys enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every single Tuesday and Thursday, and we're going to be answering all of your questions. So until next time, take care.